Hi, Miranda. Lord, it's windy out here. Hi, Karen. Hi, Alicia. Was I on another power hour today with God? It seems like I just saw you. Time goes by fast, man. We're just waiting for Lori Olson, and she's going to let me know as soon as she gets on. Hi, Jazzy. Oh, there she is. Hi, Lori. Hold on here. And then where'd we go? Do you want to make Lori Olson? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm sorry that I was running a little bit late, you guys. I had my 5-star call and they were actually still on the 5-star call, and I'm like, gotta go, goodbye. So thank you guys for joining our Tuesday. This is Tuesday, Wednesday. Right? Wednesday. See, I was just telling people that with this quarantine, I don't know if it's Tuesday, Wednesday, May, April, March. I can't even keep track of what day of the week it is. So thank you for joining our Wednesday afternoon power hour. We have a very special guest on here today. Her name is Lori Olson. Lori is my level 9, and she just recently hit 1-star. She's been with the company for a while, and she's done a lot of growing and a lot of had a lot of growth through her process. A lot of tears, a lot of happiness, a lot more tears. But I think it's really exciting, some of the things that Lori wants to talk about, because I think sometimes we're afraid to talk about the battles we had or the things that we found out about ourselves that we needed to change to become a better leader. And Lori is a lot like me. She's a big crier. So we were talking this morning before we got on the call, just because she was a little nervous, even though she's like the live queen. So I don't know what she's nervous about. She loves doing lives and does one almost every single day. But it's hard for us to sometimes admit that we're too much of something or not enough of something, and to learn and to be coachable, to take constructive criticism, and especially through Messenger, because Messenger is really, really hard. And I talked to you guys yesterday about how Heather had to tell me it's been 3 months and you haven't even talked to me, and that hurts my feelings. And I thought, you know, she was doing great. She was enrolling people. She never asked me any questions. What did I need to talk to her about, you know? So that it was a big learning experience for me, that I have to reach out to everybody and connect with everybody, not just the people that I think need my help. And again, I think the people that are doing less are the people that we reach out to, not as much as the people we reach out to that are working their ass off and really, really trying to build the business, because those are the people that need us. So, Lori, I want to, again, congratulate you on hitting 1-star. I know that that was a really, really big goal for you, and that you had been working really, really hard at doing that. So again, congratulations on all your hard work. You had a lot of people come and go on your team. And it's been really nice to see this new team that you've got, and that you always stayed persistent and consistent, and that you were, you did become coachable, and that you did let your guard down a little bit, and learned the things that you needed to do to keep a team, and that you were able to do it with resilience and start over, kind of from zero almost, and really stick around. You've had a lot of troubles that you've had to deal with, both personally in your life. You've lost like 5 dear people, I think, like back to back almost, and you had some issues with personally with inside of your organization. But I think that you know, overall you stuck stuck to it, man, and just said, I want this and I'm doing it, and I don't care who doesn't like me, and I don't care how it's going to get done, but I'm going to do this. So I just want to go ahead and introduce you, Lori, and I just want you to start off by telling us a little bit about where you were before you started True Vision, and what kind of where were you like the 3 or 4 or 5 months or 6 months before you found an ad about True Vision?
First, thank you, Kaylee, so much. I just want to say that right before why I was a little bit late, because my sweetheart went to the mailbox, and recently I had my wallet stolen last Friday, biggest paycheck ever, with my True Vision health card in it. It was a nightmare. I did a live, of course, and I was a mess. And I, without crying, I hope, I just got to say that my downline and my team and upline have become so much part of my everyday life. Even my new girls on my downline that I've never met or hugged in person, I feel so strongly about this being a Starfish Crusader. It's not just about True Vision for me. For me, it's super, super grounding to be a part of the Starfish Crusaders, and I have always been and will always continue to make that part of my life, Kaylee, and that's because of you. That's because of you alone and nobody else. You, because you welcomed me and made me see what an important thing it is, not just to have your own business and be part of True Vision, but there's so much more to it than that, because there's, I don't even know how many True Vision associates, right? But I mean, as far as being a part of Starfish Crusaders, I don't care what level I am a Starfish Crusader, and I just got the most beautiful diamond starfish from my upline, Tanya, and my team pulled together, and I got a card in the mail with a $150 cash card, and I'm like, you all shouldn't have done this to me today, because I am a crier. So before True Vision, I had always been very active, never had a weight problem, never worried about it. 3 pregnancies, gained a lot of weight, lost it. When I turned 50, I went into perimenopause. And over the next couple of years, particularly from the age of 52 to 54, when I started this business, I gained 60 pounds at my midsection. I had people asking me if I was pregnant. I could have like ripped their throat out. I'm like, what? But I didn't really realize how unhealthy, not just, I mean, it was looking that way or physically, but emotionally, it was very unhealthy, because I was in denial. Like, I was packing myself into low riding silvers with my muffin top spilling out, and I got worse and worse. And I ended up with rheumatoid arthritis, diverticulitis, and a prolapsed uterus. If y'all know what I'm talking about, I'm like, what? No. But it was all because of this weight, which I later learned was visceral fat. So I started becoming very depressed. I was in a lot of pain. And I have 11 grandkids, and we have a huge property, and they're used to me going on walks and down and exploring, crawling through the grass. I couldn't do anything. Y'all, I couldn't do anything. I would lay on the couch and eat and eat and eat and sleep. And I just got back together with the love of my life a couple of years before. And we were used to doing everything together. I felt like, dude, you just bought a lemon. If I was a car, you got a lemon. And for real. So I tried some things, this Garcinia, Cambodia, all kinds of stuff. I tried chaga tea, and what I didn't try was to stop eating, for one thing, and something that was going to change my health internally. Like, I didn't need a fast fat burning program, right? Because none of that shizzle works. It just doesn't work. And so I'm laying there one day scrolling Facebook, looking at all the negative comments. I probably said, oh, I hate my life today, or something too, right? And I wonder why nobody said anything back. And I see this thing talking about a free trial, and I'd seen a couple people that I was friends with on Facebook had commented, and I didn't know this person, and her name is Tanya Eckerson. And I said, I don't suppose there's one there for me, you know, because I was so used to things not happening for me, right? And that negativity was really a force in my life that I didn't realize was dragging me down further. And so she says, well, yes, I do. Would you, I'd like to PM you. And I'm like, wait, what does PM mean? Oh, messenger. So she did, and I sent her my address, and I'm like, so what? I don't even think I really asked her like what it was. She just said, tell me a bit about your goals. And I'm like, I don't have any. I don't even know what you're talking about. So I got the trial, and laying on the couch.
I mean, guys, are you listening to her? She didn't know what a PM was.
I didn't even know what a PM was.
Goals were. She didn't even know what she was getting. It was for free, so I might as well ask if I can get one too. And she just went 1 star. So, I mean, anybody can do this business. And something else I just want to say really quick that I'm going to make you cry some more. A bunch of people.
Thanks.
So she has on her Starfish Crusader shirt. And I just want you to stand up so everybody can see. I truly believe when I joined this company, I was a very lost soul. I was very unhappy. I came from a horrible, horrible, horrible childhood that led me all the way into my 40s. And it was always, I was very mean. I was mean to people. I was mean to servers. I was mean to everybody, because if I was mean to people, they could never hurt me because I never let them get close to me. And then Derek Bailey, who, bless his soul, stood on a rock and told a story one day about a starfish. And I decided from that day forward, my life was going to change and I was going to be a different person. And I started a community of the Starfish Crusaders, and we have done a lot of things. You always see me post. We're not a company, we're a cause. We raise money every year for Club 90 as we sponsor kids and wherever we go, whatever community we go to. It's usually for schools because they don't have enough school supplies. So every year our team raises money. Last year we raised over $1,000. We sponsored a couple of girls that have gotten cancer and continued on their journey with True Vision.
The shoe drive.
We do a shoe drive for homeless children all over. We do coat drives in the wintertime for homeless people all over. And it's become a huge thing in my organization. She happens to be part of an organization that's called the Starfish Army, underneath the Starfish Crusaders. But Lori, there was a lot of people, this is gonna make me cry, a lot of people that watched your live last week when your wallet was stolen. And I want you to know that the Starfish Crusaders has raised $500. You should be getting it in your PayPal today.
Shut up!
And because that's what I've taught my community, is that we help each other. And it's not just about helping people get healthy or helping people live a better life. Sometimes people need our help in more ways than one way, or just getting healthy. And sometimes when we can all pull together, $1 goes a long way, you guys. You know, I have over 2,800 people in my organization, and I wished that everybody would have donated $1. But what happened is somebody reached out to me and said, you know, did you know that Lori's purse got stolen and she has all her PayHub money go on her True Vision card, and now she doesn't have it, and it was her biggest paycheck ever. What can we do for her? And she said, do you mind if I start reaching out to people? And so I just got a message, like literally when you started talking, that she just finished collecting all the money, and we collected $510.50.
You guys!
So that means that somebody donated 50 cents. And you know what? It doesn't matter if it's 50 cents or $1, but that's what a community that's what happens when you create a community of women. And we learn to rise each other up and fix each other's crown instead of knock people down and talk bad about them and put them in a bad place. Because there's enough negativity, and we talked about the negativity yesterday, but there's enough negativity going around in this world. And guys, True Vision has given us the ability to do things. When we talk about life-changing, that's life-changing when people can all come together and donate $1 to help somebody they don't even know. But we
Y'all
know
are
Lori
crazy.
from doing her lives, and we know Lori from being sometimes crazy, and we know Lori for sometimes crying too much, and we know Lori for all of that. So I wanted you to know that now, Lori, that a lot of people love and care about you, and I'll get that PayPal over to you as soon as this call is over. It's already just hit my PayPal right now, so I will get this PayPal over to you. But I want everybody else to know that's on the call that that's why it's so important. Like I said, Lori's my level 9, and we talk a lot. Sometimes she knows things about me that it's so creepy. I am like, how did you even know that? And she's just is like, I just know, you know what I mean? So sometimes, you know, you also meet some of your dearest friends. I said yesterday on the call that people oftentimes join True Vision because they need a family, one that maybe they never had. They need to be loved and held up by people. And that's something that we try so hard to do, not just in Starfish Crusaders, but all over this entire company. But I think Starfish Crusaders, I think it was one of the first, besides True Life, which is Angel Fletcher's organization. I think Starfish Crusaders was one of the first organizations that came that really created an organization. And when we say Starfish Crusaders and that we are on a crusade to change lives and make a mission and leave a name for True Vision Health, not just for today and tomorrow, but forever and ever and ever, we show over and over again that that's what we really do. So go ahead, Lori, you got your pills in the mail, and
thanks.
go from there.
Thanks for dropping the bomb, Kate. I had no, I mean, seriously, thank you all. And if I start talking about it right now, I'll save it for later because I'm going to just really lose it. So anyway, the third day, I mean, I was taking the pills, still laying on the couch in my same pajamas. My honey had made me, we had a rickety old scale. You guys remember the ones that look like old linoleum with the big, huge, thick, magnifying, like your great grandma might have had. That's what we had. So anyway, I really didn't know what my weight was for real. I mean, it had to be close, but I had measured my midsection and I was 44 inches around. And I had no, you guys, I really didn't know that I was so fat. I really didn't. And so, and my weight was 198.6. And I swear to God, I was not going over 200 pounds, having no clue about obesity or anything. I've always been in sales and I've always been in the health industry, but I was so blind to my own health that I could not even grasp what was happening. On the third day, I started feeling energy, and I had only really been taking like 1 dose a day. And on the third day, I started feeling energy, so I took the second dose and got up off the couch, and I was feeling pretty good. And Mont goes, I hope this isn't all in your head. That's a bad neighborhood. And I'm like, yeah, right. On the fourth day, we measured, and I was down, I can't even, like 6 inches already at my midsection. No way, I could not. He's like, quit sucking it in. And I said, I couldn't suck it in if I tried, but it was real. And it was crazy, and I couldn't believe it. Like, this is the weirdest thing. My taste buds changed. I started like things that bread, my comfort foods that were killing me, tasted like crap. I never ate avocado. I hated avocados, and I started like dreaming I wanted an avocado. I said, bring one home, and it was the weirdest thing. I was overcome. I had lost 6 pounds within the first week and a little over 6 inches. But on my 5th day or 4th day, I messaged Tanya, who I didn't really even know, and said, because I don't even think I really followed up with her or whatever. I said, is this for real? Like, I can't believe this. How do I tell, like at my age, I had all these friends, I was 54, that were in menopause or perimenopausal, premenopausal, diabetic, putting on weight, couldn't lose it. Plus the fact, y'all don't need to know this, but I'm a recovering addict. So, and I know a lot of them, and we put on lots of weight when we get straight. It had been years, and I was packing it on. So she said, oh, you want to share the product? And I'm like, my own? No, I need more. And I want to know, how do I send a link for people? You know, I didn't even think about the fact that I was starting a business doing that. You know what I mean? Like, that was not in my mind. I just wanted my friends to try this and to see that it works and to be healthy with me. I wasn't going to leave them in the dust. And so she explained some things and put me in a couple chats or a chat and a training page and said, start on unit 1. And I'm like, okay. And so I did. And things rolled fast. I mean, I started messaging everybody I knew and told them in my own words pretty much what was happening. And then when I started following the training, things just rolled out of sight. I think I ranked managing in the first, I don't know, Tanya, if you're watching, 6 days or double ranked within 6 days, something in that first month that I started to senior. And all of a sudden, I've got all these people that I'm supposed to be telling about the product and how to use it. And really seriously, I had no clue. Just eat and drink some water and take your pills. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know. So, and most of these people had signed up with like a starter package to support me when they learned that this was becoming a business. When I learned that this was going to be my business, like, I had no clue. And were things easy? No, they weren't, because I wanted more. I felt like it was a great accomplishment already, and I celebrated that, and I really wanted to fit in once I started meeting people. And I learned about adding people to the customer group. I got in some trouble. I tried to add many people fast, and a lot of people, we have a lot of friends in common with some other associates that have a business with Tru too. So I had mistakenly thinking I'd added people, signed other people's customers, that it was, Kaylee went to bat for me a couple times, and I know she got a lot of flack, but I was so green. I really did not like feel anybody. I just didn't know. So things progressed, and I did find some people that wanted to work the business with me. I think I kind of pushed them into it. I think I was a very pushy, bossy, creative person that I just wanted, with no skills or knowledge or what if it entailed, to be a leader. I didn't even know, like, I set a goal, I'm going to hit 1 star by October. I had no clue what it worked. I mean, it can be done, I'm sure, but not if you don't do the work and follow the system. So I had some stumbles and some falls. The first couple months, my retention was going down. People were dropping out when they said the products weren't working or they didn't feel good. I got upset. I took it totally personally, not trying to work it out with them. And you know what I mean? Like, I didn't really know how to handle that, because I took everything personally. Huh, Kaylee?
Yes.
Everything. So Kaylee and I would talk. She quickly became my mentor, someone I looked up to, and like she said, I know things about her. I'm just that way. I think a lot of us are. We kind of, it's more than your vibe attracting your tribe. It's broken people kind of see broken people before they know that they've been seen. You know what I mean? I don't know. I can't explain it. But so she'd talk to me, and we'd have fun and talk all night and whatever. In our pajamas for the next day, we were still wearing the same thing. And I started making friends, and some things happened. Some things happened with one of my downlines that I didn't have a clue about, and personal stuff. And there were times where I felt like the people that I trained in, they quit. They just didn't only quit being on my team, but they quit the products too. And it's crushing. You have to have a vision of the person you need to become to do this. You have to have tough skin. And I didn't know any of that until Kaylee said, start talking about personal development. And she'd say, Lori, I want you to do this and this and this. And I go, okay. And I would. In fact, one night I was making my vision board that I'd never heard of, such crazy thing, but up here, and my sweetheart comes up, and he's just the best guy ever. And he's like, what are you doing? And I was talking with Kaylee at the same time, and I said, I'm making a vision board. And he goes, why are you doing that? And I said, because Kaylee told me to. And we were on video chatting, you know. She laughed so hard, and it was true. And ever after that, I mean, I started to try to get out of my own way. I didn't know what that meant. So I did trainings like 14-day challenge I did rank makers, and then 14-day challenge. I did, and I loved that. But where I really got some value was Rob's Berry, seriously. And I continue to be a part of that and watch those videos over and over again. But then I went into training-itis, Right, Kaylee? And I trained. I paid all this money for all these trainings, but do you think I implemented anything? No, I didn't, because I didn't realize that even though I was being told you have to use those things to make your business work, you know. But I did continue to add people. I did really good in cold market. I started implementing and using the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 religiously. I still to this day, I ended up getting, I don't have a printer, that I don't have internet here. And so Kaylee's like, that one night, show me your whatever paper, your DMO, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, Kaylee, this is such a mess. I don't even have, my printer.
I mean, guys, this is a girl, like, she is talking to me on the phone one night, and she's like holding it up, and it keeps falling, and it's dropping all over. So she is so happy. Like, so you guys all know what a selfie stick is, right? Well, she has no clue what a damn selfie stick is. She took a coat rack, taped her phone, rack, so she could do live videos, because I told her she had to go do these lives, right? But she didn't want the phone falling over, and she didn't want to look down, because she said her boobs hung too far down. And so she literally taped her phone to a coat rack with duct tape so that she could do lives. So I sent the girl a selfie stick in the mail.
And I cried.
Because it was about doing whatever she needed to do. But she was so far into training-itis, I'm telling you, she could go on the stage and train you about anything you wanted to know by any trainer in the industry. But what did I tell you about that, Lori?
You said you take what you learn and you implement it, and you do your own trainings, not send them theirs, and follow. And I should be.
But that's all she was doing was training. I mean, every time I turn around, she was signing up for a new training. She was doing a new training. Lori, what are you doing today? Oh my God, I signed up for 5 trainings. Oh, Lori, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm on these 3 new trainings. I'm so busy. I got all these trainings to do. And I asked her one day, Lori, what else do you do at these trainings? Oh my God, Kaylee, I'm learning so much. And I'm like, but what are you doing with them? And she said, nothing. I'm learning. And I'm like, but if you're not doing anything with them, if you're not implementing,
what I'm learning,
do anything. If you're not implementing what you're learning, then you can go learn till you're blue in the face, right? You have to take what you learn, get a little bit of learning in, right? Do the little power hour here, and then get one golden nugget from the power hour, and then you go implement that. And when you see that it works and you get really good at it, you go teach that to your team. Then go back and do some more training. And when you implement that and get it down and you know what you're doing and it's working for you, then you don't want to go teach your team something that is a flop, right? Because then they're going to think, well, what the hell does she know? This doesn't even work, right? And so the only person that can try if it works is you. And then you take that to, but I mean, I used to tell her all the time, you are in training-itis and you're never going to grow. Stop doing trainings.
So true.
$1 for every time I got a request for a new training. I bet Melissa Snarry is on here too. I see her. I bet we get so many. I open up my email. I have hundreds. I don't even know where the hell they got my name from that I'm in network marketing. And they're sending me, I can train you on this. I can train you on Facebook groups. Train me on Facebook groups. I got 323,000 people in my Facebook group. I don't need no training on no damn Facebook group. Right. So if I had $1 for every time somebody wanted me to buy their training for $34.99 or $39.99. And so I have a few people. Rob Sperry is one of them, but Todd Falcone is my personal coach and mentor. I personally talk to him once or twice a week. We actually have a Zoom with Todd Falcone next week. Mark it down on your calendars. I believe it's Wednesday night at 7 p.m., 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Todd Falcone is going to be on here. Incredible, been in the industry for 30 years. He's a no bullshit, cut around the edges, no excuse guy. Awesome guy. There's a lot of other trainers in the industry who charge you $60,000. I'm telling you, if I'm going to pay you $60,000 to train me, you better pay me $60,000 in about 2 weeks.
In about a minute.
Good trainers. They are a little expensive, and me being a 6-figure earner, I have a little bit more money to put into being training. But when I can be trained by the likes of Todd Falcone, who is in the process of helping me do some things that are just going to be mind blown that I'm going to be sharing on these power hours, then you want to be able to do that. But you don't want to buy every You know, if it's a
No.
free training and it's not very long, you know, go ahead and go do it. Right now, TikTok's a big thing. So there's a lot of, if you don't know who the Gold Digger is,
I love
she is
her.
an incredible, her name is Felicia Kelly or Kimberly
Olsen, I thought.
Kaylee, is it Kimberly Olsen? I think Kimberly Olsen.
Yeah.
She's the Gold Digger. She is incredible. She's grown a following over 2.9 million people on TikTok in less than 2 months. She does an awesome 1-hour training on TikTok for free. So anytime it's free, cool beans. But if you're putting money out and you're training itis and you're not implementing it, you're
Better
just
be
waiting.
making it.
It's like going to the casino, man, and flushing your money down the slot machine, because you have to go do something with the training you're learning in order to make it work, right? You don't make
Correct.
money by just listening to the training.
No. I mean, knowledge is knowledge, and I still have that, but now I implement it. I got really, really into the products and the ingredients because I'm a super like holistic kind of natural person all of a sudden. I mean, not all of a sudden, but so I became for myself a product like pro. Like I learned about all the ingredients in every single one of our core products and what they do. And so that kind of was my angle. So I'm really big, and I probably take too much time when I'm meeting somebody and my customers. I keep a card on every single one, of course, when I follow up, but not only that, but I mean, I want to know every single thing about them. If they tell me that they have asthma, I'm like, did you know that magnesium has long been shown to be very effective in treating asthma? And they're like, no. Well, it is. So, you know, everything they tell me, and I pull stuff out of them I want to know. So that's something, and that's duplicatable. Like, I mean, I've been telling my girls on my team that, you know, you want to bring people value. Kaylee, I started overcoming these things and implementing them because she pushed me to do personal development. Like, okay, like I didn't know how listening to somebody else's stuff was going to help me. But once I opened my mind and shut my mouth and started to really absorb all of this, it was a bit overwhelming. I have goosebumps right now, but I realized that every single thing that happened in my life delivered me here for a reason. And I long wondered if I really did have a purpose except for to run this thing like this and, you know, talk big and whatever so that nobody could see really what was happening with me. But now it's different. And I'm still every day, I have to practice pose, quiet, and, you know, before I kick back, you know, if somebody says something, I have, you know, I'm learning so much. And my thick skin, I don't know if it's thick because obviously I'm trying not to cry still, but it's thicker, but it's not too thick that it doesn't absorb what's happening and what the real purpose is and what people say things. I can just kind of practice the pause and think about what they're really saying. And I mean, like Kaylee said in Messenger, like you have to do that. And I do. I really appreciate the fact that we're all so unique and different, but yet there's a commonality that we're all here for. And I didn't quit because I know that the big guy upstairs says, Lori, this is for you. This thing is absolutely for you. You just have to get out of your way and come from the heart and share it. But you have to do the work. It's not going to just happen. So I started doing the work. And I mean, doing the work. I just didn't say, okay, well, I got all these planners. I'm going to write stuff in them because it looks good. And, you know, hopefully maybe my people will message me back. No, I seriously am forming relationships. I think I added, I don't know how many people to that customer group in the beginning. I don't know, 700 or something. And it's taken that long for me to get out of my way. I mean, I'm having people now that I've built relationships with sign up like crazy because they're seeing who I really am, I think. And I learned that people have been burnt. They have a problem. They do not trust. They don't believe in themselves like I didn't believe in me either. Like I didn't see this happening for me. I didn't think that I would lose the weight, number one. I didn't think that I would feel so good, number two. And as far as business goes, I'll try it, you know. I just thought maybe I'll try it. I mean, I got to tell people, but you really have to believe in yourself. And knowing this now, and knowing how much work there is for me daily on a personal basis to be able to stay focused, like it's really hard for me. The mass scrolling, that's, you know what I mean? Like I really have to rein myself in, and I do that. And I think knowing people now, how similar we are, and being able to be open and allow people to be exactly who they are without judging them when they're telling me their problems. I get people talking about, and beware, don't do like three-ways with your downline at the same time. Because I sent
Oh my God, one time she put me in a three-way with like 5 people all at once. And I'm like, I can't talk to 5 people at one time. They might all be different. But it was just something she didn't know. I said, put me in a three-way with all your people. And so that's what she did. She put me in a three-way with all her people, all of them at one time.
I did that with my downline. My girls put every single person, like I signed 13 people for one day, but I was talking something, she said something about I have a problem with vaginitis, and it was about a medication she was taking that's very common. And so that's what I said to her, because knowing, you know, these, this ingredients thing and meds, I sent vaginitis is very common with whatever drug it was, and I sent it to the wrong three-way, and the lady's like, what? I'm like, forgive me, I'm so sorry. Well, she signed up with my downline and whatever. It was just hilarious to even think of. So knowing that you can make mistakes and recover from them, I know now, and I tell my girls that I'm training in downline now, that there are no problems. The problems are, there are only solutions. Your customers' problems, you have to realize that the value is in knowing what they are and knowing that you have a solution. And sometimes you have to bring that back to them and tell them over and over again, you've told me this, you told me that you suffered from anxiety. Did you know that magnesium has long been known to treat anxiety? So does ashwagandha that's in our package. And you bring it back to them, and all of a sudden they're like, they get goosebumps because it hits home, and they know that you're going to be there for them, and this could work for them. And they seriously, you know, they get so excited. I've had people not want to talk to me even. They're like, okay, can, you know, just send me a link. No, I kind of don't do that. I want to talk to you first, you know, and they open up. And it's proven to be very effective for me. I'm super oriented around my customers, and my retention is, you know, not always perfect, but even now when people can't, when they have to like stop or stretch out their smart chip, they're really disappointed. They feel like I'm going to be really upset, and it's like, not about me. It's about you guys, and you do what you got to do to stay healthy. And if this is, you know, financial or whatever, it's all good. And so coming from that standpoint, I think when you're serving somebody else and not yourself, like I'm not always worried about me or how much money I'm going to make or my numbers. I'm worried about them individually continuing on the product, not my total number, right, all the time. So I just want my retention to be good, and it is. My retention's really good, and I'm proud of that. I'm super proud of that. It's hard work. It's a lot of work, for sure. So, I don't know what else to say now. Now I'm still thinking about this.
What about during the time frame where like you lost a couple of people because you went into kind of like, I'm your manager.
Management mode, yes. Yeah, boss. Like I didn't know how to be a leader. I'm more of a, come on, grab my hand, let's go do this together kind of girl, which is okay now, because that's how I'm learning to be that kind of a leader, not looking down and saying, oh, I know all this stuff. Like I got all this training and I know all this stuff, and so you need to do this. And it's not feasible. And I couldn't figure out what Kaylee always said about meeting people where they're at. I didn't know what that meant. I do now. Like we're all at, you know, different places in our lives. We all have lots of stuff going on. Some of us, you know, are all about posting. I mean, you just really have to meet people where they are. Show them that there is, you know, there's different ways. Bring it to them. Like you're not bringing it at them, bring it to them. And I guess they come along when they're ready. And I learned you can't push a rope. Right, Kaylee?
That's right.
But I don't give up easy on people, and I don't give up on me. And so I've learned that people don't give up on me either. And I'm blown away because you don't feel like you deserve that. So
I think that that's where a lot of us in our organization, and you know, I was in management mode for a really long time because when this marketing system that almost everybody uses, I created this marketing system, and I wrote a lot of the documents for it, which I'm in the process of updating them because I mean that is so old from so long ago. 5 years ago, I think I started this system. And I literally went from, I started it in October and in February. So in October, I was a 2-star. I started it in October. And by February, I was a 5-star. And so it was a lot of work. And literally, I was putting in 19, 20, 22 hours a day. And I was very bossy and this is the way it's going to work. And if you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. This is my page, and there's going to be organization, and there's going to be this and this and this and this. And so I was in management mode for a long time. But I think the other thing that happens is that we, and Heather mentioned this yesterday, is that we forget people are customers. Like the reason we started this business, or the reason we even started Tru Vision, was to get most of 90%. This is a company that really pushes the business first, where there's a lot of companies that really push the business. It doesn't really matter if the products work, they just push the business, get as many people buying and just keep getting people buying and then get them to be a seller or whatever. Whereas we are a product driven company, honestly. So, you know, just even in the little chat, if you join this company to lose weight, raise your hand, put a heart. And if you join this business, if you join Tru Vision to just be a business builder, put a star. And I don't know if you can do that on here or not. I think you can. Oh, yep, you can. So just here on the, I can never find the dang chat button. How do I do that?
Click the bottom of your screen.
There. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people have responded, and all 5 started. And there's 36 people on here. She goes, I don't know, but I joined for pain relief. Yep. So Kelly. Same thing. You didn't join, Kelly, to be a distributor. You joined for the product. So I would say that a majority of the people in our company, well over 80% of them, joined because of the products, and then ended up either being told about the business or something to that effect, and ended up saying, oh shit, I'm making money. How do I make more money? And then things kind of took off, right? We're not taught to start with the business, and I have different opinions about it. I do start with the business sometimes, and most of the times it is the products because of how we network about the products. But here's the thing. If somebody says no to your product, they'll never say yes to your business. But if they say no to the business, they might still say yes to the product, right? Right. So here's the thing. We always forget that we started this business, both ourselves and the new person that came on with us, to be healthy and to change their physical lifestyle, right, from the inside out. And we start pushing the business on them, and sometimes it is so, my business training course for Tru Vision Health used to be so overwhelming that the average lawyer didn't want to do it. And that is an honest to God. I had someone sign a lawyer. She said, this is so much stuff. I don't think I needed to learn this much stuff going to law school, which I know that she wasn't completely telling the truth, because my brother is a lawyer. And so he had to learn a lot of stuff. And I was a paralegal for many, many years. So I know what you have to learn, right? So what ends up happening is that now we want these people to go work the business, and we overwhelm them. That's instead of saying, hey, do you know 4 or 5 people that might be interested in starting a trial pack? You know, all of us in our lives, most people, you know, 90% of the population has 3 to 5 people that they're good enough friends with that they can call and say, you are my friend. I just started this new business, and you're going to help me, and you're going to buy this $29 trial from me. And they'll say yes, because you're that good a friend, right? Yeah. So people have gotten so far away from selling these trial packs now. As you know, I swore I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit. On Monday night at 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have Derek Rains on Power Hour.
he's going to talk about the new True Star Basic that come back, okay? The True Star Basic is not to be sold as a couples kit. The True Star Basic is not to be sold as a $60 for 2 months kit. The True Star Basic is not to be sold as a 2 month supply. How many people on this call started with the True Star Basic, which is the combo and 5 trials, because they were told all they had to do was go out and sell 5 trials for $25 and they would earn all their money back and keep their combo for free. I am a 6-figure earner. Okay. There's a tons of people. I see me, I see Melissa, I see Lori, I see Heather Allen. I say, all I said was buy this package for $125. And right now it comes with free shipping. So all you people that are posting this thing, if you're an Essentials employee and you want to learn how to get your product, or you want to get your product for free shipping this month, please message me. This is a great time to throw in. Listen, I know that right now you're unemployed. How would you be interested in learning, earning a little bit of extra money from home? We have this great new package. It comes with 5 trials. You can sell the 5 trials for $29. Keep your combo for free. And I can continue. I can teach you how to do this month over month over month. And you can just sell 5 trials a month, or you can sell 50 trials a month. Is that something you might be interested in? And I'm going to tell you, they're going to take it very serious. There's somebody that just yesterday went on and they bought 5 when they released this. And listen, I got woke up from a nap talking about, you better get in the 1 through 4 star chat because they're in there and you want to see what's going on. And I popped in there and, you know, Bossy Kaylee, I put, do not share this. Do not put it in my customer group. And do not talk about this until I talk to Derek Rains. And I meant it. And somebody tried to post it in my customer group and I deleted it. And immediately somebody went in and said, one of my customers just went in and bought 5
author and stuff written down so that way
125 packs. Well, I can tell you that today, hold on, I gotta mute somebody because it's awful out here. I can tell you that as of today, corporate done messaged them on the telephone and told them they're allowed to purchase 1. Sorry. Now, here's the nice thing about it. They can put it on auto ship and be grandfathered in on it. But here's the thing. They can't turn their auto ship off next month and buy it. Okay?
Right.
So they have to be on auto ship. But they can keep getting it month after month. But that means they can sell 5 trials for $29 month after month. That's $145, right? So we're paying you to lose weight, guys. You got a lot of golden nuggets right now. How would you like to be paid to lose weight? Let me show you how. You're stuck in a jam right now because the government's got everybody out of work because of the coronavirus, and you're maybe being on furlough, and maybe you're being paid, maybe you're not. You're getting a stimulus check for $1,200 to $2,400, depending on whether or not where you fell in the money bracket or not. But let me show you how that if this ever happened to you again, you won't have to be so worried, because I can teach you how to earn residual income from home without interfering with what you do right now, a couple hours a week working. I can teach you how to do residual income. Now I have a girl talking next week on Thursday at 9 o'clock. She's a full-time teacher. Most of us know that teachers don't just go to work and work from 8 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock at night. They come home and they have 4 or 5 more hours worth of teaching. They got to grade papers. They got to write course material. They have all this stuff they got to do, right? She just hit 2-star last month. She's going to be on the call, and she's going to talk about how she built a 2-star business working part-time from home as a teacher, right? And now, right now, she's not, her school isn't even in school, so they don't even have the teachers coming in and doing like internet teaching or anything. So she basically has no check coming in. So thank God for True Vision. Hope Wilson says me, right? So there's some schools that aren't having the teachers come in and do live class, so they can at least be earning a paycheck. So she, without knowing anything about the coronavirus or anything else, had goals and dreams and wanted to make True Vision a full-time business and get out of teaching. And now she's a 2-star, but she doesn't need to worry. She's not freaking out that she doesn't have a job or another 2 months going into the summer, because teachers don't get paid in the summer, right? So they get the summer off like the students do. So they have to supplement, right? Supplement their income, right? What's a better way than supplementing their income? And I'm going to tell you, there are people still working that are going to have the money to still buy True Vision. There are going to be people that are going to be furloughed from their job, or not have their job and not be making as much money, but they're still going to find a way to pay for their True Vision because it's changed their lives. Well, now you guys have a package that you can go teach these people to be business builders. This is what I can tell you. The first 5 stars and above in this company, which are in this order, Angel Fletcher, Ryan Higgins, Elisa Cowart, myself, and then Allie Carlson. We're the first 5 stars, and Stacy Donner, so I'm going to say 6. We're the first 5 stars and above in this company. Every single one of us started with this pack, and we were told all we had to do, we didn't have a book, we didn't have groups, we didn't have any instructions, we didn't know nothing. We didn't have hardly a back office. Listen, we didn't even have any product for 2 months. Do you hear? And I went 2-star, and I didn't have any product to sell. We were on back order for 2 months, and I went 2-star in 2 months with no product, just on my word that this stuff was so good and it was going to change your life that you had to buy it, and we'll get it shipped out to you just as soon as we can. Melissa, were you around then when we didn't have any product on hand? Let me see if I can unmute you.
When I first started, it was the very end of Gen 1. So then it went right
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So she just had started when we were at the end of the best product on the planet.
I got a taste
but
of
we
it.
didn't even have any product. We ran out. True Vision didn't expect the 5 of us. So me, Ryan, Angel, and Elisa all came together, the 4 of us. They didn't expect us to do what we did. We ran them out of product. Like they were on back order and couldn't get any more product in for 2 months. And we were still selling like crazy, right? Yep, Alicia. So you understand that too, right? So you guys have a really gold mine right now. And I think at first I was very concerned about this True Star Basic Pack coming back, and they're going to buy 2 months worth. And now we're not going to have people ordering next month. And we already have tons of people cutting off because of the coronavirus and, you know, all of this. But then I had a long talk with Derek, and I was able to get a better understanding. And you know, even I, as a 6-star, I needed a little bit more coaching and needed to be a student and understand what their concept was behind this. And, you know, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right? To, you know, listen more and talk less. And I have to tell Lori that all the time. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. To listen more and talk less. You know, and so I had to like stop talking and being so upset about this and thinking the worst, that we're going to have this package and now everybody's going to order 2 months and nobody's going to order next month, and our checks are going to be crap, and all this people are turning off. And remember how I talked about yesterday, it's super easy to get into a negative environment, right? Well, this isn't a negative environment. It's actually a great time for you guys to do some work and get people on board with the get people on board. I just want to read what somebody is posting. Please raise your hand if you're an essential worker. And if you guys read this thing, what an essential worker is, it's like everybody on the planet: construction workers, Walmart people, the grocery store people, the gas station people, construction workers, government. I mean, everybody almost is an essential worker. So lots of people didn't lose their jobs, right? So there's still plenty of people out there that have the money to buy the product. I have a special offer just for you because you're my friend and are essential to keeping America running, and I thank you. So it doesn't allow me to, I don't think, post a picture in here. I don't know. Does anybody know that? Virtual background. What the hell is a virtual background?
That's the new working live.
Oh, check that out. Look at that.
I know.
Looks like I'm sitting in New York on the bridge, girl.
Did you just do it? Why?
Yeah, I did. Anyway, I'm trying to see if I can post a picture in the chat. Does anybody know if I can do that? Post a picture?
I tried to do that before, but I don't know if
I don't know. When we get off the call, just send me a when we get off the call, just send me a message, and if you want, I can send you that verbiage. How do I do a screenshot, Alicia? Alicia, will you unmute yourself and tell me how to do that? middle green button. Oh, share content. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Photos. There we go. You rock, my friend. Okay, there we go. Let me make sure I don't got no naked pictures of myself gonna pop up here. I'm
Good
just
Lord.
kidding. So here, I'm gonna leave that. Can everybody, oh, hold on. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay, so if you wanna just take a second, and then I'm gonna let you guys all go participating on the call. But if you guys wanna just write that down, you see this, you put some little emojis, firemen, nurses, American flag, construction workers, people like that. She's gotten 46 comments on it. It's a great way to talk about the product, the 125 pack, how to make some residual income from home. That 125 pack is a good way to do it with this post. Even though it talks about essential workers and they are working, but some of them they've gotten cut back because they don't need them on working as much or whatever. So if you ever want to prevent yourself from being in a situation again like this, where you're afraid you're not going to make any money, let me teach you how to make residual income so you don't have to be worried about that anymore. And thank you, Lori, for being on the call and doing this with me today. I have another call right after this call. So as soon as I get done with that call, Lori, I'm going to message you and see how you want me to transfer this money.
I cannot even right now.
Do you have PayPal, Lori?
Of course, yep.
Okay, I'll just send it to you. Can you email me your or IM me? Do you know what that means, Lori? IM?
Yeah, you should be able to maybe even see from your from when I PayPal'd you for like calendars and stuff. It's probably
Girl, listen, it'll take me forever to find that. So if you could just shoot me over your
absolutely
email address,
absolutely
I will send that right over to your PayPal right now. So
my
you can
God, that's crazy, you guys. All of you, whoever contributed, and all of you along the way, I just want to say thank you so much. You have no idea how much this has really changed my life. And I do want to say one thing. I heard all this. If those who show up, go up. Listen, go to Tru Summit. Go to Tru Summit. I seriously had no idea what a vast organization this was until I went to Tru Summit. And I've never felt so good about being me, and who, except for when I held the plane up, right, Kelly Duncan? Oh, and seriously, like, you really get a vision of where you can go with this. Otherwise, you know, it's difficult to put yourself in that place, in this place where you're going. And I'm so excited to keep going. So Kaylee, I love you so much. And thank you guys for having me. You're amazing, and I'm gonna go cry now, okay?
Don't go cry.
Out of love, I'm gonna cry. I'll send you that right away.
Okay, good. Thank you for doing the call. Thank you all for who joined. I love all of you guys. And as I see you guys, I will stay on this call until I see people getting off. I just want to make sure that everybody has the verbiage.
Thank you so much, you all. God bless you. Have a great day. Stay safe. Hey, stay home. Work your business. That was bossy.
Have a good day, guys.
Bye. I don't know how to do this. How do I? Oh, there we go.
Just go click leave or.
There we go.
Don't put end call, put leave.
And now what do I do? Does everybody have that? Yes. That's a great picture of you, Heather Allen.